I work harder now than I've ever worked. Get out what you put in, and you have to be disciplined. You have to want it and you know, put in the time. You see the results, it makes perfect sense. It's just what you do.
Your body to burn fat, you definitely have to build muscle, and for that to happen, you have to give yourself some work. The way I kind of break it down for people is, it depends on how much time you have during the week. So for most people, they have between 3 to 6 hours a week to actually work out and exercise. If you only have 3 hours a week, then focus only on strength training. That's really the thing. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I only have time for the elliptical machine. And the one thing you'll notice with the gym and what we set up here with Mark is we really don't do any of that stuff. That's the mouse wheel stuff isn't the mode of action for fat loss for that 45-year-old. Even for a kid that's trying to get faster in his high school stuff, the mouse wheels don't take you there. It really is good old-fashioned strength training that's missing. In whatever world you live in, strength training is really the biggest piece that's missing today.
You want to build something that's going to last, you got to do it the right way. You got to build with all the right material. You want to build something quick, fast, over time it's going to break down. You're going to get injured, hurt. All that stuff's not good for you, you know? We're in it for the long haul. I want to be able to perform at this level until I'm in my 60s. Absolutely. And the only way to do it is doing it all naturally.
Whenever we're dealing with a camp, when I refer to a camp, that's the time period it takes us to really prepare for a role. And based off of last camp taking 12 weeks to really drop the same amount of body fat that we've dropped this time in 6 weeks, definitely tells me that this Performance Inspired is off the charts better. Considering that the only variable that's really different is the supplementation.
I'm seeing the results, you know, that's the thing. You're working hard, you're training, you're eating right, you're taking the right supplements, and then you see the results in the morning. Instead of feeling discouraged, you feel like, oh God, well, I want to work twice as hard the next day because I'm getting the results. You know, that's the key. Is people get discouraged when they don't see the results. So for me to be able to cut my training in half to go from 6 weeks to 12 weeks, that's very encouraging. It's getting to my goal and then being able to then just maintain. It's easier to stay in shape than it is to get in shape. Get to that place and then just maintain.
Our exercises are multi-planar. So right now Mark's doing a lunge pattern, but he's also doing the ropes at the same time. He'll be over there with on a cable fly machine, but he'll also be doing a step with it. So a lot of the motions that we do on this particular camp hasn't been anything about like just the normal like squat, deadlift. It's not that, only because of the size that we're trying to get Mark to. So really a lot of the complex movements have whittled his body size down, body fat down. Intermittently, we always add jump rope. So that's kind of like how we do all our moves. There's 2 big complex moves, then jump rope. And it's worked out great for us this camp. Pounds in the hand right there. That's a 70-pound suitcase right there. 70 pounds. Take it for about 100 yards. No, that's what makes it so core engaging, is that your body has to hold it upright.
That's a fire kind of thing. Stand up tall, doctor.
So the beauty behind this one is that the offset load forces your core to realign itself. So then the figure 8 pattern underneath it really creates a dynamic of the hips that, it's pure, very athletic. It's cutting corners, turning corners. So your whole body has to respond to that weight going through that centripetal force. So it's a huge core exercise, huge demand. Consistency takes you there. And I think that if you're going to be consistent with a particular product, that product better be grade A.
We want everybody to be able to feel good about just going on grabbing that thing off the shelf without having to really worry about what's in the bottle. Soccer moms, aspiring athletes, kids trying to make the football team, as well as professional athletes can use these products and know that there's never going to be any issue with failed drug tests, banned substances, things of that nature.
In a camp like this, it is all nutrition. I mean, we're so dialed in with muscle mass. I mean, Mark really is that upper echelon from having muscle mass that as long as the metabolism falls into the right place, the muscle will melt all that fat. So really, for us, 90% of the work is just the nutrition, making sure that all the nutrition is delivered on time, that we're really avoiding any of the crap, you know? I mean, there's nothing boxed that we eat, there's nothing packaged. Even the performance-inspired proteins that we're having, it's all natural. So that's just a big piece of the puzzle, is that the body doesn't have to filter all that crap out. You know, fat is a way for the body to protect itself. And in this situation, making sure that we're recovered properly, making sure that we have the nutrition right, and then, you know, making sure that he's got his rest days lined in. You know, we work out super hard 5 days out of the week, but we have 2 days where we go in, we actually have to let the body recover. Recovery is such a big topic because people don't really recover anymore. I worked out hard, but now you walk away and you're so sore that you can't even work out the next day.
You also have to work through the pain. If you work through the pain, say you work out, you're sore the next day, you go into workout 15, 20 minutes into the workout, that soreness is gone. Now there'll be a little bit of soreness the next day and residue soreness probably throughout the first week. But if you go in there and kill it and then don't work out again, you'll be sore for 2 weeks, and you won't recover.
Muscle soreness is going to happen to anybody that hasn't worked out in a long time. However, when you do work out hard, and there's a lot of people that do, they'll be in the gym for 90 minutes, 2 hours, and then they'll walk away from the gym. They're dripped in sweat. They've worked so hard, and then they won't eat anything. They think, I'm trying to lose weight, and they won't do anything. And that's probably one of the worst things you can do, because you just expended all this sugar, all this glycogen storage, and all the protein in your own body. If you don't replenish it immediately, your body will feel that depletion in a sense of soreness, fatigue, even nauseousness. So nutrition is 90% of the work, whether that's a shake, whether that's a sensible meal, but that's part of the process.
So we basically try to cram in what would be 12 to 14 weeks in 4 weeks.
It's hardcore.
So
every day.
Eating right, the proper nutrition, of course, performance-inspired supplements. Don't forget that real protein is about to get consumed right now.
Absolutely. But I think timing with our workouts, timing with the food, I mean, all of it. I'm sorry.
You talk. Hey, I'm Mark Wahlberg. I'm here with Tom Dowd, and we're here to talk about our new company, Performance Inspired Nutrition. Eating right and putting, getting the proper nutrition, the proper supplements, which is, a big reason for wanting to do Performance Inspired, because we want to give people the best that there is and give them the best chance to succeed. And the only way to do it right is to do it naturally.
Performance-inspired nutrition is an all-natural, high-performance line of supplements that are going to be gluten-free, tested.
I was willing to, take various protein products without knowing exactly what all the ingredients were. And they weren't natural, and these were, just to get the 20 grams of protein. And now what we have is all natural, tastes great, and has more than 20 grams of protein.
So we were inspired to make a line of products for the health enthusiast and the professional athlete. That's what Performance Inspired is all about. Part of the reason, quite frankly, we started this together was that we wanted to help more people live a better life. We wanted to provide a better product and help people through our charity give back. So Mark is very focused on how do we give back to the communities? How do we help more people?
I look at life and everything that I do as a marathon and not a sprint. You want to have longevity if you're in it for the long haul, and you look at life as well as performance, both in work, on the field, at home, everywhere. Everything I do, I want to perform at the highest level. Eating in the proper nutrition is probably about 85% of it. For me, I like to push the workouts and kind of change it up and test myself. I always want to be able to lift a little bit more, do a couple more reps, but it really comes down to eating right. It's just a little workout, baby. My favorite part of the day, other than hanging with my wife, kid is getting into the kitchen and turning that blender on and making a shake after I went and worked out hard. You know, that to me is a little slice of heaven.
Yep, then work out the mind now. First you work out the body, and golf is for the working out the mind.
We want to create this product for people because we know that, you know, people work hard and they deserve to reap the rewards.
Hey, buddy.
How you feeling? You feel strong?
Well, yeah, I always feel strong.
Do you like how I changed up my workout? I added the doctor with the mo.
I love it, the yin and the yang. There has to be a disclaimer because you train so damn hard. When you say on the video, no rest, you know, other people that get in there are going to break something.
All right, doctor. I love you. Call Eric.
All right.
Okay?
Hey, Mark, several cars are back here.
Just make the right on Rossmore and then a left into Christ the King Church right here. Okay? Turn off of Rossmore. We're going into the church.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, let's see you there.
All right, buddy.
I'll try not to fart.
Please don't.
I'm trying not
Please
to.
don't. I'm trying.
That's good.
I'm trying to.
That's
I'm trying to
good.
make
Is
it
that
better.
the interior too, or was that the capitolithilus?
This is caffalicious.
That's the capitolithilus. Nice work!
Gastrocnemius.
No, exactly. Kick some science.
He's changed roles so many times, and each role creates a different starting point. I really respect him for the fact that, you know, as an athlete and being able to bring himself to that level of intensity, for lack of a better word, you know, to dominate.
Keep on cutting it though.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got two today.
You got 2 turkey burgers today.
They brought me one. I was pissed. If it's during the week, I want to be out of the gym by 7 o'clock. Getting ready, take my kid to school. I always like doing it first thing. You know, start my day like that. Gotta get up, get it done.
Friends don't let friends skip legs.
Yeah, baby.
Drop the ball, baby.
Nice work.
A little bit of bodybuilding.
Old school. Old school.
The one thing that Mark has that's truly makes him part of that athletic community, that pro athlete, is his mindset. You can't deny mindset. You can't deny that variable of intensity commitment and pride.
So now, thermogenic protein. Now I'm taking a rib protein.
What's the difference?
Tell them, bro.
So the rib protein has a little bit more, well, it has L-carnitine, a natural supplement that kind of has a little bit more of a lasting metabolism effect, and then also this one has the green tea extract, which also has a little bit more of a metabolic effect, and then just a slightly higher amount of caffeine. So just those three all-natural supplements that would be driven for a little more fat burning.
I don't drink any coffee. Oh, yeah.
Cheers, man.
Oh, that's good.
It's hard to carry a body fat percentage under 10%. It's just for males, you know, age 30 to
But at
50.
45, this is definitely the fastest that I've been in shape. And the best shape that I've been in a while.
Well, I get up at 3 o'clock, you know, every morning. Then the first thing I do is I prepare egg whites, Ezekiel bread with a little bit of almond butter. And each meal is 3 hours apart.
So by the time I finish my workout, then what do? I go get the shake?
Yeah, performance inspired with a little bit of blueberries, maybe like 8 blueberries in the shake. After that, we go out for golfing.
What time we golfing?
7 o'clock.
No, 6.
6, yeah, 6.
Okay, so we have the egg whites at 3:30. Have the shake about 5:15 when we finish the workout. And then we're off to the golf course at 6.
6.
Then 10:30, what do we
At
eat?
10:30, we have a tuna salad. It's made with lettuce, spinach, with a little bit of bell peppers, cucumbers, tomatoes, a little avocado. After that meal, we'll probably have like a chicken breast again with the skin on, with a little spinach, steamed spinach, might be some carrots, a little bit
Sweet
of
potato.
olives sometimes,
Olives.
sweet potatoes,
Get the little essential fat.
Yeah.
Healthy fat with the olives.
healthy fat.
What are we eating at 4:30?
We eat fish, just steamed.
Spinach.
Maybe a little lemon on top, just for the
Asparagus.
freshness. You know, 'cause
And then what about the nuts? How many nuts? Like
a little
thumb
think
size?
thumb size of nuts, you know, a little
Almond and
almonds
cashew.
and cashews. And then at the end of the day, I make a rotisserie chicken, really nice with any vegetable steam, you know what I mean?
What did Mama said? No beans, right?
Mama said no beans.
Why?
I don't know why she said why, but I
Because
think
we're
beans.
farting too much.
Yeah, little beans are good. I don't think the beans are what make you fat a lot. I think it might be the, you know, what do you think that is? Just eating healthy, right?
Just eating healthy, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the greens
protein,
sometimes.
huh?
When you break down greens, the bacteria in our stomach, there's all those little, it's just digestion.
You don't want to
know?
be in the car when that happens.